Get over into this alpha trading Discord. You share a little screen over here. These fine folks. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, shit. got a little fun going on in the Discord. All right. Old Dixie. Let's take a peek at Dixie here real quick. Take a peek at Dixie. Yeah, what's up?
Too early for that.
Nah, I like the turtles. Let's see here. What are we doing? All right. Yeah, typical for Dixie. Literally, right before I went to bed, I was looking at this setup and I was like, Dixie's going to pump overnight. No doubt about it. I know some people were thinking it was going to dump. Absolutely not, man. This is a launch pad right here. Launch pad. Remember how long it took Dixie to get above these resistance levels? Weekly, monthly. Man, it pretty much exactly what was going on here towards the end of the day. And the close above them, pretty powerful. Use it as support. I mean, you can see we're sending wicks and candles right down into this area. Wasn't having nothing to do with it. Now, does it find support on the top side of the 68.3? I'll tell you what, man. Dixie has got a tight daily range, and it's a free for all up here. It's a free for all. Here's the second resistance level right here on the weekly. So that's kind of a no-brainer to me. Kind of surprised here. It didn't run to it yet. Probably going to, though. It's only the first standard deviation too. And like SPY right now, SPY is like, I'm thinking it's going to open above the 1SD to the downside. It's going to be real close, though. It's definitely outside the 68.3. Let me see. Oh, I got kicked out of my brokerage account. Give me a second. Boop, beep, back in. All right. Let's check this out here. Over here. Nice. Okay, Dixie. Now, take a look at SPY again here, pre-market. Yeah, 443.13. Nice. Real nice. And now when I got out of my 444 puts yesterday, did I leave some on the table? Yeah, absolutely I did. Do I care? Absolutely not. I was in a great profit. So there you go. Let me see here. Bottom of the monthly. Man, I think dipped a little bit below, but at the end of the market, by the end of the day, it definitely picked it up. There was a bunch of bull div on low time frames. Now you're below the monthly range. So this is going to get real interesting. Look at it. Look what SPY's done to itself. These bears really put these bulls in a bad position because all the macro volatility is above price action. Not good. Not good. While there's people out there, I don't know what you're using to analyze these markets, but all the power to you. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, with the VEPS. Let's take a peek at the VRE. Do you know where your volatility is? Yes, sir.
If it's below all three, okay.
Yeah.
Now you go down and touch a deviation, whatever, down below. Now, does that mean when it's below all three that they are still magnets, so they're going to attract to go back up to them?
100%. Yeah, the bottom side here wouldn't be a bit surprised at market open. See this thing. Man, I don't know, man. That's 2 full points. This is gonna. I want to see where the
futures, man. I mean,
oh, I know.
Oh
yeah, they got jacked up.
So, I mean, that's what I'm looking at right now. Look at that tight range again.
Yeah, 1SD too.
The same way.
For sure. This is what I'm talking about right here, right? Yeah, it just came down right to about the first standard deviation. It's probably about where SPY is going to open up. But even, I mean, good Lord. I mean, look at the minis. Look at the macro volatility. Tight range. Right. That's not looking good.
So is that a magnet at some point?
Man, to be honest, it's going to depend on what Dixie does. Dude, go sit down, you wild animal. Dude, this wolf is on me this morning. What do you want? He's pissed because I didn't let him out to go run. Get back. I put him on the lead out here in the yard. He's out there barking at me. Let me go, motherfucker. He's a riot. It's going to depend on what Dixie does, man. for sure. In my opinion, if Dixie breaks back down into its 68.3 Laplace, whoops, which it's doing right now, right? Which it's doing right now. And the bottom side of it, we know it's right down here by these, literally the monthly first support resistance level. It's flipped support is right at the bottom of this tight daily range, bottom side of the 68.3. We'll see though here by the market open if Dixie can stay up here. It's gonna be interesting. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me to see this thing. Let me go over here again. Yeah, minis. This, oh man, I just don't know, man. Be honest, especially you get down below this weekly support. Ugh, that's tough too. That's tough too. And this has all been tested. I mean, especially right before the close. Sent a wick right into it, man. Sent a wick right into that daily range. But obviously, as fast as you get a nice, 15-minute candle down like this, you can get one right back up in here. Especially if Dixie starts closing candles back inside it. But, man, they're going to fight. They're going to fight for sure. Because this has been right? Dixie's been like going up, middle of the night, coming back down at market open. Yesterday, though, was a beautiful day for the put side, I'll tell you that. I'm actually still in this Roku position, which it expires tomorrow. It's kind of the plan. I'm going to be interested to see. So what's it down? 84, 81, 85.20 is a bid ask. Man, there's a 40-cent spread there. What the fuck? All right.
Can I ask? What's your plan with Roku there? Are you long or short? Kind of thing?
Oh, I'm short. Hell, I was short.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought some puts. I'll let you know at market open. I want to see what happens with this premium. For sure.
All the best. Shit.
Yeah, I think I was saying in chat that I think Dixie might be at her ceiling before you consider the distributions, because on the 2-day, if you go any higher, it'd have to go outside the power mean bands on the 2-day time frame. So
yeah, which it can, man. That's the thing.
It can.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
3 days above that. So I think the 3 days are below 6 or something. So I think there's room to roam.
Get over there and sit. Sit down, man. Just, sorry.
When does the gravity sort of kick in, right? And when does it come back down?
Let me see here. 2-day. Let me see here. I mean, obviously on these macro time frames, you're right at Fisher too. I mean, so if there's going to be a cap, I mean, you were saying, I thought you were saying that it was trying to get out of the power mean band.
No. It's at a ceiling, right? It's just pumping.
Well, it's at the reverse Fisher for sure on the 2-day, but this thing could hover up here, man. Especially the way it's been acting.
Yeah, 3 days above that is like 106 or something. So it can absolutely get above that 2-day and then launch up into the 3-day. But I think that would be the ultimate ceiling for Dixie, at least for the time going, or for that short time frame, like a week or two.
Now the 5 days where it's at the top side of the power mean, man. Especially, and you got wave trend crossing down. Let me see here. Oh boy. I mean, it's just white dot, purple dot. I mean, they're right on top of each other. Wave trend is up here. It is trying to fend off across down here. Boy, if that thing finds support there. Here's the bands on the 5-day. Not a trend. It's definitely heading into trend. Let's see what's this volatility doing. You got a mixed bag on the volatility. 2400 expanding negative. 525 contracting positive. Those are both down. Down. Then you got the 981, which power in numbers. That's why it's my favorite read. I mean, it's definitely contracting negatively correlated. So that being said, we know what that means. Walk up. Let me see here. That 2400 though, man. Look at the correlation though. Correlation's kind of turning back up a bit. These entropy bands are really close, though. These things are either going to get blown out on the 5-day, and look at the volatility, man. The low length volatility is pretty low up here on the macro time frame. Look at this daily. Daily. Yeah. I just don't know if it's going to happen today and tomorrow. That's the thing. Now, is this sustainable? Absolutely not. We all know that. You get outside the power mean band, at some point, it's going to pull back. Either test the top side, the 9 log MA, 33 log MA, reverse wave trend. Right? It's got a lot of spots to bounce from. That's what, when we talk about mean reversion, it doesn't always have to come back to the reverse wave trend. And reverse wave trend is not a power mean. But as soon as we built the indicator and we set it up with the right lengths and stuff, we were like, hello. All right? It's a powerful indicator, man. Now, wave trend by itself, I could care less about it. But this reverse wave trend model, I care a lot about. Just like, now Fisher transforms a different animal. And do you know how many people in traditional TA don't even know what Fisher is, or let alone use it, when it's probably the best traditional TA indicator out there? That's what's crazy to me. And people are like, oh, what's that Fisher? Oh, what? What? It does what? It transforms price action into normal distribution. Most people don't even know what normal distribution is when it comes to trading. First thing, especially people paid attention in school, they're going to be like, oh, is that bell curve thing? No, that's exactly what it is. You never thought you'd be using it in trading, did you? Well, when you got these big algos running math, man, it's very, very valuable to know these things, my opinion. So, and then, like I was talking to somebody last night, the same kind, almost the same damn conversation. They're just trying to figure shit out. And they're like, well, how do you know when? How do you know when? That's up to everybody's interpretation. So who's going to get the best entries? The people that really know how to, number one, really build the strat and then use the workflow. And when you start to see things on the workflow, but it's not like I'm just looking at the workflow on the dollar. I'm going to be looking at it on SPY and all the other stuff. Looking at correlations. I mean, it's just it's just a lot of info.
It's the art in the science, the entry position, right?
Yeah.
It's the art in the science.
This is the real art. I'm glad you brought that up. Because a lot of people are like, oh well, traders. Oh, they're TA. They're artists. They're TA artists. They're literally, yeah, they're coloring book artists out there drawing on their charts. This is the real art, taking leading information and be able to building a good strategy with it. In my opinion, and these are all just my opinion, but the things we do here at Alpha Trading speaks for itself. We're not wrong often.
Like anything, like any craftsmanship, it requires mastery. You don't just get it overnight, right?
Yep.
You're some sort of wizard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes hundreds, if not thousands, of hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
I know 30% of this shit. That's it.
It does, man. It takes a while. It really does. It really does. And that's what's great about trading. I mean, right? I mean, P-Funk, I know you've been trading for a long time. It's like, dude, it's never ending. It's a never ending learning experience with this stuff. It's crazy.
Like I will say this, right? Today, I just found a new edge in my strategy. It's been there the whole time, but it took a long time for me to understand everything before it and go, oh, actually, hold up. When this cone, like on drift mode, when it curls around, so you can imagine like it will always expand. But for some reason, it gets to a point where it, like, I guess, hits zero, the cone, I don't know, and then it curls back on itself. It is the bottom side. The price is down there on the bottom side. It starts to go back to the mean. And just on, let's say, FTT, which has no reason for this to happen, that thing launched itself something like 45%. Right. Obviously in the downwards, obviously in an easy to see bear market, like, nice little wedge being governed on the way down, boom, blows the wedge, and then falls back into the wedge.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, so let's go find all those first flashes and figure out where these things are curling around. So
I don't understand. I don't understand that. What do you mean?
Okay, so let's say you go to, we can do it here. You go to SPY, put it on gold, whatever one has the longest look back. And then you find the first flash.
Right.
You put on the 21 day, you'll see, oh, there's no flashes, like all 5 in a row. You put on the 7 day, oh, there's one. Okay? And then you can put the cone on there.
5 off at the same time?
Yeah, 5 going off at the same time, but the first one to ever happen.
Oh, first one to ever happen. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And then
I see it, Garcia. Go ahead.
It makes like a ball, I'm guessing. But I need to find out long data set to figure out if it turns into a ball. I haven't found that aspect yet.
I'm studying if they count on the 5 flashes like you do. God, I got a question for you. So if the futures start trading at 1800, which is 6 o'clock last night, would it be feasible to also start a cone there? Like you would start it at 9:30 on the...
Sure, man. Sure, man. Especially if...
They're closed for an hour every day. They close from 5 to 6.
That's what the cone's all about too, man. It's like, I use it a certain way, and it's always worked well for me, but obviously you can use it however you want. You can use it at volatility contraction, things like that. I know Warlord likes to do that. There's so many different things you can do with the cone. That's why I always have open ears in any of it. I mean, you know me though. I'm always like, well, that's not how I use it. That's okay though. Doesn't matter.
Here's a good way to think about the cone. It is a tool that you can use with every single tool we have here. All right. So you just define, let's say on the RO goes through the mean reversion phase, data that actually has significance. So it allows you the opportunity of whatever indicator you have, you source it to the candle, and then you have price and time, you put it to the candle, and it will give you the projections of that RSI, that DLP, that RO, whatever you want. All right. And then you can choose the tool that you can choose the time frame. You guys like to do it on the open and stuff. To me, it makes 100% sense. For the day, the intraday targets, these are them. All right.
But when you say source it to the candle, I've always had the input source. Input sources.
No. What I'm saying in mathematical terms is everything you're doing is correct. But what I'm saying in mathematical terms, that's where the data is coming from. Is from that candle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I consider like the holistic math view is that you can do it. You can really set it to almost any candle.
Right.
So you can set it to any candle at any given time. And from that candle, you'll have a projection. Hey, that like the widest line on that cone, right, is like this third or fourth something like that. It's high up there. So the price of that candle, in your next candle may not go up to that, right? Because it's just projecting out of where that distribution might lie within a certain radius, right? So that's how I kind of see it, just in pure mathematical.
So I'll just tell you something. That's a very good way to look at it because there's two sides to every coin. You can either choose to measure every single candle that you choose. So let's say every single 1 minute candle, get the projected variance off of it. Or you can choose to set up a data set that picks up the most significant candles in order to project from. So instead of projecting from 100 candles, you may be projecting from 1 in every 100, but it is the most significant candle out of those 100. Check. So instead of projecting everything in your population, you can identify an outlier in your population and you sample the outlier with the projection.
Right. So if you have a big candle up, right? Like if you have a big candle up, like we just, or in this case, we had a big candle down on futures, right? Put the cone on the candle preceding that big cone, so you can see where the big cone shot or the big candle shot to, right? And if it's at the 7 standard deviation, well, you probably get some pullback, right?
So what you'd want to do,
there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that.
No, don't worry. What you'd want to do just to quantify that data, because this is quant trading, just to quantify that data, look for an outlier or a mean reversion. So let's say you're like, okay, usually when there's big candles, the DLP is going to be hitting either the top side outliers or the bottom side outliers. Okay, that's your law, that's your rule, and you apply it then. You get the projected variance off of that rule, that law, because it has significance, because it's an outlier. You see? So when the data set that you're using says that this candle is now an outlier, use it. Otherwise, it's randomness.
So yeah, and that 90-minute candle on Dixie just nailed the 95.4 Laplace, pulled back from there. Because you see what the bulls are doing. You go over on the VRE, right? Put this back on Dixie. Picking it up there, man. I mean, they ran it down below. They back into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. The bulls picked it right back up. You look at that. That's a first resistance level on the daily. You drop that, you left the wick down here, pulled back up, closed right on top of it. Be powerful. The bears tried to run it down. Bulls are like, hey, not so fast. Not so fast. And then let me go back over here. So start on the daily on the dollar. just looking at variance to start out. Okay. Anybody that knows this indicator knows what that means, right? So variance is spreading again. Didn't even contract all the way. It's positively correlated. The returns oscillator is turning down. It's negatively correlated. That's why this thing's not pulling back right now. And if it bounces on the zero mean with some hidden bull divergence, look out, because look at the 4 hour variance. Positively correlated. Returns oscillator above the zero mean. What time was that? The 90 where the Z-score is buried? I think so. Look at the 30 length Z-score, right? So you got returns oscillator, both Z-scores up, starting to head into trend, and volatility's low, and the low length is contracting, negatively correlated. You've got, let's see, the 981 is expanding. It was positive. Boy, this can change fast, especially at market open. What time is it? 23? All right. Let me see here. Yeah, here at some point, the thing is, I just don't know if it's going to happen today and tomorrow before the close. Dixie's definitely going to pull back. Do I think the run's over, though? Absolutely not. I mean, like I said before, I think Dixie here at some point is probably running either to the highs, close to them. Close to them. It's on a mission.
Look at that 45. Look at all the Z-scores. Look at all that bid building on the low length.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's dead for sure.
It keeps projecting on the oscillator on that around that zero mean, too. And there's something there on that 45 minute.
Yeah, the thing is right here with the returns oscillator, there's not really any div, at least not locally here. It's the Z-score for sure, but we're talking a different ballgame. This can flip, especially when the 30 is up, heading towards these confidence intervals, and you're trending to the top side. Yeah, look, just overnight here on the dollar. I mean, look at the correlation. Correlation just went flat down here, but you can see the slope changing. Yeah, tough overnight, no doubt about it. But you're sloping positive right now, right before the market's opening in 6 minutes, and you're starting to expand. 2400 last two candles is definitely expanded, positively correlated. That's what's in this 40. So on the 90 minute, you saw it hit the 95.4 Laplace. And these are just deviation bands, right? The alpha trading dev bands. You can switch them in between normal distribution or Laplace distribution. So on the 90 minute, it ran to the 95.4. It almost hit the 99.7 on the 45. When's this close? 35 minutes. Let's see this 33. But as we all know, we need this market to open. Anything can happen, no doubt about it. So the 33. So this thing, you're already setting a lower low on the returns oscillator. You would have to have a drop on Dixie down. Not too damn far, but I don't know if it's going to drop that much. What was that 104.954? 104.954. Yep. Right here. And that is let's see here. So on the 4 hour, it's the bottom side of the 4 hour 68.3. Could they be pushing to that? Sure they could. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting day. There's no doubt about it. Going to be interesting. So where was I on the 33 minute on Dixie? Man, this thing's just riding the power mean band though. Wave trend found. Look at wave trend turning up above Fisher, trying to stave off that cross down, which it behooves them to do that, because if that happens, then you get the data set down here, you're going to see this change dramatically.
Okay, so I've never really.
We're hidden.
This is something I'm probably going to want to back test, like in the off hours. But when traditional markets open, volatility typically spikes, goes up for traditional markets. But does the same happen for Dixie when traditional markets open? I don't think so. I wouldn't think so, because Dixie's open a lot different hours, right? So I don't know if it has that correlation. So,
yeah, and the reason why, it's just like, you know, post market yesterday and then pre market today, it's just building. It's building up, and that's why the volatility does that at the open. Because the volatility just from the post market and pre market, where you're not going to see it on the indicator, it's going to be building and building and building. Let me put this over here on SPY. Let's check this out real quick. What am I on the 15-minute? How'd this volatility end up yesterday?
This is also explains, like,
low.
In the first thing in the morning, why you see such big moves in the morning is because the volatility cranks up, and just depending on the correlation that is, it's up and down. Right?
Well, and you look, you're already what? You're outside the deviation bands on the 15-minute. I mean, when this market opens on the 15-minute, this volatility, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. It's going to expand. It's going to be negatively correlated right out of the gate.
So, like I said,
So I'm looking for correlation not to break. I'm telling you, man, this thing is setting up hidden too. Setting up hidden bull. And look at it. Look. So you got reverse wave trend right here, though. So if SPY makes a move up to like 447, 447.35 is where reverse wave trend on the 15. So if it does 447.35, 447.35. Let me see something real quick. What the hell is that? Hear you. Who are you? Live out in the boonies. You hear a car. Like, all right, who is it? What did I say the number was? 440. 440, yeah. 447. Like, we are armed here. Be careful. Where are we?
We're shotgun off the wall, right?
447.34. Yeah, right in here is what I was really looking for, is volatility range stuff. I mean, I'm not going to go off yesterday's distributions. I was just seeing if that 447.34 number was going to be up here by center of the weekly, center of the monthly. It's kind of right in between them. Not right in between, but yeah, right about here. Below yesterday's 68.3. But this is what I'm saying. Look at this thing pre-market down here at 443. Why is it just sticking right there? And this is the power of the volatility ranges. There you go, man. There's the first weekly support right there. So when you're looking at this data set down here pre-market, and the dollar trying to break back down inside its 68.3, you could get a pop here. You really could, especially you're going to open up. You're definitely outside the 68.3 Laplace. You see, it always is going to depend on where the 68.3 is going to populate, right, on this last candle, because that's where it's going to populate. If it populates towards the top side, hell, you could be just barely below the bottom side of the 68.3. But if this thing's populating down deep into the new 68.3, like, so the bottom side would be right about here, then you are definitely down here by the 1SD, normal distribution. So that's the things we need to see first, which we're about to see right now. There's the first standard deviation right there.
You win.
There's the first standard deviation right there. And you got this monthly support level. This is where I want to see what Dixie's going to do here. What else is down here? Let me see here. Where's this daily range at? Ooh, yeah, definitely tested. Gapped right down through it. Good. And it's tight, man. Boys, we got a 4-cent daily range. I was looking, is this a support level here? No, this area right here, that is the daily range. It's just going to look like a solid line. Trust me. There's 2 red lines, and they are surrounding a yellow one. Here's the numbers right over here. So the bottom side of the daily is at 0.16. The top's at 0.20. So what does that say? It means this thing is going to trend today. Let's see what Dixie did. Yeah, man, boy, so you got back down inside it. Let's see if these bulls right at the market open here can push this thing back up above. If not, I mean, you could, if Dixie pulls back to the bottom side of the 68.3, the markets are going to pump. And that's all markets. Bitcoin will probably take a pop. All the altcoins, freaking gold, definitely. Gold, definitely. All right now, just, should I use the word fundamentally? Maybe. There's a battle going on between the dollar and gold. People don't know. There is a war. World War III is already going on. People didn't realize it. It's just cyber. It is going, and it is going strong. Let me see. Let's see. Right. Yeah, AMD down too. Let me see. What Roku do on the open? Why is he so interested in Roku?
It's a trap.
85.17, 85.36. All right, man. You know what? 88, huh? 89. Yeah, let me kick us back on SPY.
Yeah, get back up.
Yeah, you're down here right by. I mean, you're just sitting on this support level right here. You're literally sitting. And you know, man, it just seems to me like there's a shitload of sell pressure. There's a lot of sell pressure. Yeah, you know. With this tight range too, this thing could get real wild. Real wild. That's why I would let this play out a bit. I definitely want to see if this thing pulls up to the bottom side of the 68.3. I want to see what happens here. But here's the real kicker, bottom side of the monthly. And then look at this pile of macro volatility here. Good luck. Look how easy the bears dropped through it too. The bulls were just like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Right at the end of the day, they try to pull it back up. Why? Daily range. New daily range. The bears stifled right at it. I mean, can we see how powerful all this is? I mean, this is almost an everyday thing too, and that almost on every asset. At the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of jockeying of position to get to this daily range. The bulls want to close above it. Bears want to close above it. So where does it close? Right at it. Of course it did. But if you extend the hours, you will see it rejected from it, right? We know that. I mean, look where the data set's at. So we're rejected from it.
Also, so we're only like three minutes into the market open, but the entropy is already trending. You know, it's starting to walk itself into a trend on the lower time frames from the 6 and the 9.
And what did I say about that volatility on the market open? Not only did it expand, the 981 and the 525 just, well, no, beg my pardon, all of them. Dude, every volatility read, well, you got grade in the low length at 100%. And if you caught that right at the end, I was like, so that means correlation's not going to break. It was already negatively correlated at the end of the day. If that would have been up pre-market, right? If it would have been up pre-market, you would have seen correlation break immediately with that volatility expansion, but it didn't. It stayed negative because of the market, because of that pre-market down move. And so what does this tell you? When all these volatility reads go to 100%, if these things start to contract, this works both ways on expansion and contraction. So put it this way: if your volatility is contracting, negatively correlated, it usually stays negatively correlated. Why price action is naturally, and so what's create? I don't want to put it that way because volatility is creating all this, but people wonder what this natural drift in the markets are, and people give all kinds of explanations. But what I know about volatility, it's always contracting volatility, right? It's always when you have a natural drift going on, whether it's to the top side or to the downside. I'm gonna throw all these old guys under the bus where there's no market drift to the downside. Get out of here. You guys don't even understand volatility, let alone telling me what's going on with it. That's what really drives me crazy. If you want to spar about volatility, learn it first. Don't embarrass yourself. That's how I like to put it.
The best friend of a short seller is negative drift or negative swing.
Yeah, man.
And then knowing that volatility is also going in that same direction.
Yeah.
And you can just hang into that thing for as long as it doesn't go in that direction.
Right.
You know?
So now if this starts to contract and correlation breaks positive, that's just going to, you're just, the move is going to still continue to the downside. Like I said, man, this thing's trying to pop up a little bit. And there's the bottom side. If it gets into the 68.30 plus distribution range, I'm looking for the bottom of this monthly. Which right on the market open, if you were to jump in there and grab some of those, what is the bottom there? Let me see. What are these things going for right now? I mean, it's a little late now, right? Should have done it at the weekly support. I'm speaking, though. I don't have time. 4:45. Let's see here. What do we got? Intraday.
Less than 50 cents.
Yeah, 50 cents, man. Tell you what, that thing runs to there. They're going to be freaking more than 50 cents, aren't they? A lot more. Let me see here.
And that's also a good place to say, well, it might reject based on the volatility.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
you buy a put at, 445, and just if it dumps, you're going to be racking up a lot of premium real quick.
Oh, big time. Oh, it'd triple. If it got in the money, if that 445 got in the money, which means, here's the problem though, you would be in it for just a short amount of time. I mean, it's a dime over 445. The reason why, it's not because I'm literally talking why I did not enter a trade. The reason why I did not enter a trade, because you got the bottom side of the 68.3 here. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It could reject here. Definitely could reject here. But if it closes, this first 15-minute candle inside, watch. It'll probably be quick too. Whoop, right to it. Right to it. Because they are magnets. People hear that for the first time. They're like, oh, yeah, sure. Guys that have been here for a while understand. They are, man. They definitely are.
It's like you hear that siren go, woo, it's time to trade. You get a look. You're like, where's the yellow thing? Where's the yellow thing?
Oh, yeah.
There's the yellow thing.
Where the yellow thing?
Okay, this is my bias for like the first gazillion seconds until that it otherwise. Okay, let me figure out why it's not my bias. That's the game plan. It's like the price is going here. What is telling me that it's not?
Right.
Right? And then you can change that. What is stopping it from going there is what changes your bias because you found it.
All right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just know naturally it goes to the yellow line. Let's see what's going to stop it. It's beautiful, man.
See, I wanted to blow this up.
Every day I get to wake up and I know exactly what the fuck is going on any asset I look at that's on trading. I get to wake up and know what's going on. It's like all those hours spent trying to learn this stuff saves me no emotion, not even have to form a bias. I look at it, it tells me what my bias should be. And look for when the bias is wrong. It's just so simple. A lot of hours to do it, but just boom, you wake up, you look at it, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
I'm doing here. Yeah. And the reason why I changed this to 1 minute, I wanted to see here. Yeah, so that's the first support level for the tight daily volatility range. Boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, man, this does not look too damn good, to be honest. I'm not saying it can't get back up into here. With this daily range, man, you just have all this macro volatility. And does that have an effect on the data set? I don't know. You tell me. Look at the 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute going into the end of the day yesterday. All right. Just down here like, oh boy, it's a heavy load above. Yes, it is a heavy load above. Indeed. That's the reason why I changed just a minute. I wanted to exactly see what's going on. This is tough, man. I mean, if we're talking about the path of least resistance, do I have to explain to everybody which way that is? Hopefully not, especially alpha traders. I mean, look to the downside. I mean, all you got is you got support levels. You got support levels. You're below all the ranges, man. Not good. The one thing people are like, well, isn't this tight daily range going to get tested? It did, man. It gapped down from it. Right? Right at the end of the day, yesterday, went up to test it. Like I said, where's it close? I mean, where does it close? You get a 20-cent. You get a 20-cent day, or no, sorry, 4-cent daily range, and the last candle of the day closes dead on the center of it. But there's people out saying there's nothing to this. These guys trading the VEPS don't know what they're doing. That's madness right there. Don't be cringe and upset because you're not winning your trades. Adapt and overcome, right? Granddaddy told me that when I was young, and he wasn't even Marine. Air Force pilot. Let me see here.
Maybe that's why you understand math.
He's a smart guy, man. Who knows? You know, I mean, when I think back, the number thing has always been there, right? Because even Grandpa loved Tesla, man. That was probably some of the first times I heard about the 369. Both my grandfathers were inventors, so it's like definitely rubbed off on me, especially the numbers. But the whole math thing didn't come around till, I mean, literally. You know who really got me sparked on math again? You know, the guy we don't speak about anymore, right? The dictator.
Now I know.
Yeah. So here we go. This could happen in one 1 minute candle here, where we got 18 seconds left though. Let's see what happens. Here's the bottom of the monthly. That's why those 445s. Man, and they just gave a discount. Those 445s got down to like 44 cents. 44 cents on just this little 1 minute pullback right here. Now they're back up to 65. Yeah, 65 cents. Hell, you buy 10 lots right there. $200 in a couple minutes. Good stuff.
Have a quick scout at BTC on the 15-minute on whatever tools you choose. It's quite volatile. It's hovering around daily +1, daily VRE +1.
Let me see here. Yeah, look at these markets are popping up a little bit. Yeah, and so did Roku pop too. Back up over 86, huh? Let's see if that lasts. Let me switch this up to crypto. BTC. Literally. Candle right now is at the center of the daily range. Boy, oh boy, look at this. Nice little clear out. Whoop, whoop. I said, man, it's going to depend on the dollar. My opinion. See, I mean, to be honest, BTC's just been going sideways. Literally. Ranging in what? The daily 68 threes. Right? Just ranging. Volatility range is staying about the same width. I mean, over here, right, we had some nice moves. Actually got down to what, second support level on the daily. Nice. But previous 2 days, I mean, we did get a big wick. Did get a wick below the second support level as well. God, on that 4 hour, where'd that thing run to? Almost 3 SD. All right. Yeah, if Dixie pulls back here, these markets will pop. No doubt about it. What do we got? Is it 46? I don't trust it though, man. Let me go back over here real quick. Yeah, BTC more likely going to probably reject here. Dixie's hanging up here, man. I'm telling you. Be careful if they call side. Not saying it's a bad idea, but I already sucked all that premium right back out of those 445s. No, I don't trust that, man. Just don't. So dollar's been running, man. And the dollar is above all its macro volatility, man. Above it all. This is the tail of correlation right here. Let's just under 444. Yeah, it's kind of trying to kick it back out of that Laplace distribution range, the 68.3. Let me see some. Let me pop this on Forex real quick. Man, that New Zealand dollar been strong lately. BPT. Just trying to get a gauge on the strength of this dollar. I don't know. God, dollar's only up 0.16 on the Canadian dollar. Definitely something wrong there, because that is a definite shit coin. Sorry, Canadians. My north of the border friends. I've only had one good time in Canada. I was at Whistler skiing up in BC. Good time, man. Good people. Real good people. There's like the most concentration of bald eagles anywhere in the world. God, what's that town called? I mean, there are sheer rock cliff faces like a couple thousand feet. Straight up. I mean, dude, you're driving into this town in BC. God, what is the name? I'll have to look it up later. And you're on the street, and dude, there's just a solid rock wall. That's like one side of the road. And it's just as far as you can go, and there are fucking eagles. There's eagles everywhere. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Thought I was tripping. Thought I was having a Grateful Dead flashback. It's like, dude, look at all these birds of prey, dude. Hopefully they're not going to eat me.
I used to go to penny stock conferences there.
Nice. The old penny stock conferences. Right. That guy's so fucking cringe these days.
His settlement was $101 million. That's what he owes, and he got paid $1 million for that movie, and that's all he's given back. And he's getting paid $50 grand or $20 grand per motivation speech. That's insane.
Oh, 100%, man.
You're getting motivated by Jordan Belfort, man.
Oh, the powers that be use him as a mouthpiece for bullshit.
Yeah.
100%, man. I've known that dude. I love The Wolf of Wall Street's a great movie. I mean, it's one of my favorites of all time. Just nonstop, just laughs. Especially when they're eating all those fucking lewds. Pardon my French. Because if you were a kid back in those days and those things were around, you know. You probably made that mistake a couple times and ate one of those damn devil dogs. They just put you in the hurt locker. Oh boy! Thank God they were like filtering. They were filtering out as I was getting into the partying age. But I remember
stopped making them in '84.
Yeah, well, when I was like 12, 13, our babysitter she had them. She had them. She had the lemons. Crazy, man. Yeah, my parents come home one night. They went out to eat and stuff. She's freaking out cold. She is literally out cold on the couch on lewds. That was the last time she ever babysitted us. It's like, good job. The hell, she was only like 18.
Very calm night for you guys, by any chance.
Yeah, that was the babysitter that. Yeah, people ask. I think I might have got raped by my babysitter. Hey, it's okay if you're a young boy, right? That's what we live in a crazy world. A young boy that gets played with the babysitter and it's okay. But if it's the other way around, it's like people are going to prison. It's nuts. We live in a crazy society, man. The way people judge everything.
Yeah, man.
Interesting. What the hell is going down there? I just love watching the buys going in on this put side. Wow. You got some money coming in down here pretty damn low at the 440s and stuff. Oh, shit. No, man. Let me pull this up a little bit. Take a peek here. I would imagine it's probably down here. What do we got? What's that? Second, third support level, 441. Damn, 440 is going to be down here by probably the 95 for Laplace. It's polar up. A little bit before. Second standard deviation, 439.42 area. No, there's my dog. I'm barking at now. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, boy, Dixie fighting, man. Man. Let's see here. Why not? I'll pile in down there with all these donkeys. Nah, that's not why I pile in anywhere. This is interesting though, man. Boy, the put side's getting a little just got a little premium blast there. Put side's lighting up like a green light at the stoplight. What you do, man? What are these things? What are the 450s catching a bid for? What the hell? Somebody thinks this thing's going up. Good luck. God, you're buying 6 points out of the money? I mean, they're lottery tickets, man. They're 2 cents. Not into it. I'm usually want to buy around the 20 delta. Or you buy around the 20 delta. And I'm never going to go below 10. I mean, and these guys are over here throwing in at 0.01 delta. I mean, dude, you're just you're donating money, man. Even if it's only 2 cents a pop. But people that are buying those, they're probably buying 100 contracts. Who knows? It's crazy. But there's 10K in on the 450s, which is just making 0 sense to me right now, to be honest. Somebody's going for a lotto ticket, though. That is for damn sure. Somebody's running a lotto ticket. Dixie's trying to make that move. Just volatility range setup. I mean, it's the dollar bulls and the market bears are just going to clean up, possibly. Because the Dixie's got, like I said before, I mean, this thing can run. Just like SPY, there's nothing below. I mean, you've got distribution levels and support levels and stuff, but when it comes to the actual ranges, the weekly and the monthly, yeah, man, most assets are below. Very few. Coinbase, right? We were seeing Coinbase as being real resilient. Well, it's down 2.75% today. You know what? Let me look at that real quick.
I just want to say
same thing, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
All right. I just want to say to our fellow friend who has been in here, but not for a while and is back, in case you don't have the Volatility Starter Pack, by all means, just open a support ticket. We'll hook you up, man.
Sweet. I don't know who the heck you're talking about, but
sure. Well, there's someone in the chat I haven't seen in months. Now he's back.
Gotcha.
Or in the voice. He's in the voice, I think, on the stream.
Oh, it's in the stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, what up?
So there you go.
Yeah.
In case you don't have
one of my favorites.
Open a ticket, bro.
He's got my favorite data set in his name.
There you go. Right.
Yeah, you have been gone for a while. Good to see you back. Good, man. Good. Yeah, but that's why if anybody, I don't know, did he leave the server? I don't think so.
No, I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Personal break.
Yeah, good for you, my man. Good for you, brother.
So if you don't have those tools, just go ahead and open the ticket. We'll hook you up, man.
Right on.
What do we got here? Oh, damn. What's happening here?
Got to get back to studying.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. Well, those are the ones we give away for free. They're definitely worth having when you're doing the studying thing. So by all means.
supply. We have $9 at the 440s. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Coinbase took a sharp turn. Well, you can see what happened yesterday, right? Well, them bears push that thing down. Been pushing it down, right? Been pushing. Here you go. Damn. Below all the macro volatility. Indeed, sirs.
No love for BTC today.
Nah. I mean,
This
you got
thing's
Dix.
getting absolutely hammered.
I'm gonna try and tell everybody, man, Dixie. I mean, people can read the VIX, the intraday volatility to CBOE, all that, which I might add is up tremendously. If anybody hasn't noticed, at market open, this thing just popped. Intraday's back up over 20. You're pushing towards 16 again on the VIX, which, man, that thing crumbled again down into the 13s. We could be on the verge of a straight disaster. That's why people out there that don't have these volatility ranges and don't understand that a lot of these assets are below all these macro levels and Dixie is sitting on top of it all, we could, bears could be ready to pull them claws out and just start ripping everybody's butt. If you're a bull, if you're in that bull gang, right? It's another thing we try to do here. If you're a volatility trader, dude, you're ebb and flowing with the market volatility. You're not a bull or a bear. You're a volatility trader. And because you definitely are getting out of bad positions, this is the best way. I mean, everybody has tried. How do I do this? How do I build this P&L? Because at the end of the day, people can just yap their traps all they want. At the end of the day, it's all about the P&L. And if you're not building a strong P&L, I'm telling you right now, you know why? Because you're not limiting your losses. Anybody can win a trade if you take your profits. You know how many people win trades but don't take their profit and end up losing?
Bruh.
And watch it come back down. Be like, oh, I'm okay. I have a stop loss. It's like, are you shitting me right now? So this market is reversing on your position and you're not going to take your profit and you're going to be, and just in your head, you're going to be like, I know it's just going to pull back a little bit.
Oh, no.
People have to learn the hard way. It's unfortunate. But if you limit your losses and take your profits and you're not emotionally attached to this stuff, watch what happens. Watch what happens. And when I'm talking about limiting your loss, I'm talking about if you were in a long position, right? At the beginning, you're at this weekly support level. Say you bought that 445 or 444 call right here, and it hits the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, and you didn't take that profit. Remember, I said it was about 25 cents of profit right there. If you didn't take that profit, dude, not only did it suck all that premium out, what are the 445s? You're down 14 cents. Those 445s that you could have bought at about, I think about 52, they almost got to like 75. Now they're at 38 cents. If you're trading intraday options and you don't take that quick profit, you're going to regret it. You really are. I'm not saying this can't turn around and just rip. You can get back in positions. Unless you're dealing with the damn day trade counter, which is just a total joke. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that goes away here at some point. Oh, we're trying to protect these traders. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to hold the little guy down. That's what you're trying to do. Think we're stupid? These organizations are not your friend. They are not looking out for you. That is definitely a fact. It's an unfortunate fact, but it's a fact. Holy crap. Roku dumped out like crazy, man. Roku tried. Roku gave it a run. Watch, this chart's going to look funny as shit. I can just tell by the premium what's going on. Oh, yeah, man. Hell, this thing was back up over. What did this thing pop to? Pop, and look, man. It nailed the top. What is that? Hold on here. Holy shit. Roku is one of the only ones that's not below its weekly. I said this yesterday, too. I was like, Roku could be running to the top side of the weekly range. There was my target yesterday. If that would have hit that yesterday and it came damn close, I was getting out of the trade. I think I even posted that chart. Today, different story. Let me erase this too. That's bad juju right there. It's like, oh, what are you doing, man? You got a little support level for that? No, I don't. It's gone. So that is the bottom of the monthly range. That's where I was going to take profit. I was going to wait till it got there. I was going to front run it a little bit. Now, a new day. Because I do think Roku's going to run to this weekly. That's about 81. It's about an 81. That put me a couple of strikes in the money, and I would be very pleased with that. We'll see, though. Dixie's got to run it. Yeah, Roku popped where? Right to the top of the monthly. Right to the top of the monthly. Yep. And what's that? That is the second resistance level on the weekly. Here's the first resistance level on the weekly. Close this 15-minute candle below there, you're going to drop immediately to the bottom of the monthly. If it doesn't do it on this candle. This 15-minute candle just opened up. Got 13 minutes left. So if it slow plays it, but you do close below this monthly resistance level that is support right now. I mean, they worked hard. Boom, they popped it up there. These bears push that down to close. It's going to drop immediately to the bottom of the monthly. You close below that monthly, you're going to see this thing drop into this weekly liquidity real fast, man. Real fast. You can see what happened last time, right? You had this little pullback here, right into the weekly range, and it popped. And look what ended up happening, right? You get right up. Not only did it pop off of that weekly, you got up into the bottom of the monthly range again. And then what happened? Pre-market yesterday. Bam! Right? Crazy. That's a 2SD. 2SD move right there. But more than that, that's the top side of the weekly range. You know, we've always wanted to build a scanner for volatility. Like, let's build a scanner where it's going to populate assets that have low volatility reads, or it's going to populate assets that are at the top of their weekly, any macro, weekly or monthly volatility ranges. Because when you get up this high, this was a no-brainer call, man. This was a no-brainer call. I mean, you literally got people that just started using these tools calling it out. Trust me, I'm always looking. Did I catch the Roku one? No. That's why we need a scanner. We really need a scanner. Big time. So when Roku opened up, right, we know where it opened up and then it pumped. Where did I enter my position? When it hit that monthly level, I got the best bang for the buck and got some really cheap premium. Did that pay off? Oh my God, tremendously. Big time it paid off. Let's see, 84, and Roku right now trying to drop back down below 84. Get them 83s in the money. Get the 83s in the money. Close out another winning trade. I'd already be out of it, but yesterday didn't quite give me what I wanted. I mean, as a front run, probably. I could have, but I just had a feeling, man. Had a feeling. Gut feeling. I didn't want to close it out. Plus, I was in a lot of profit. A lot of profit. Just like I'm working right now on these SPY puts. Drop this thing, man. It's $1. Yep, dollar's running, man. Get your butt up there. They tried to, that's the thing, right? You got a lot of wishful thinking up here. A lot of wishful thinking. I mean, that 4-hour 1SD got front run by the bear algos. These bulls push this thing up through here. Because this 4-hour candle's closing when? In about 56 minutes, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah. Second resistance level on the dailies up here. Bam. But can it get by the 4-hour first standard deviation, 95 for Laplace? You get up here, now you're messing around with the daily 1SD, where it wouldn't be a bit surprised if we end up here today, if not higher, to be honest. 105.271. Let me see something. The 450 calls are just getting some liquidity pumped into them. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just people buying lotto tickets. And this is the crazy shit, man. On Tasty Trade, it's got a thing where you can literally follow traders, right? Bad freaking idea. Don't do it. Terrible idea. Do not do that kind of shit. Guarantee it. That's what's happening right here at these 450 calls. Some joker pops like 10K into it, and now there's almost another $1,000 that are getting pumped into it. Because some dum-dum's going, oh, they must know something I don't know. It's like, dude, they're lotto tickets. There's such a low probability. The 2SD, at least the 2SD that Tasty has populated. We all know the real 2SD is at, let me see here, SPY. Let me flip this on SPY and see where this 2SD is. There she blows up here. 2SD, 452.44. Tasty's got their 2SD at 449.5. I mean, we're talking, my God, 3 points? Come on, man. Come on, math wizards. Get your shit together, boys. Get your shit together. I know you think that blows my mind for guys that have literally built platforms, sold platforms, built another platform, and they got this poor math. Wow. Why do I say that so confidently? Because, man, we've been dealing with this stuff for about 5-6 years now, and nobody gets the math right for one specific reason, and that I'm not going to divulge, but there's one reason why. Right? Because you're not thinking for yourself. That's the reason. You're not thinking for yourself. You're going on other people's, right, thoughts, what they think the math should be. And they're wrong. They're just wrong, man. The math is not correct. There was only one guy I ever saw it get right for years. People were trying. This guy would just laugh. Ha, ha, ha. Well, now we know why. Because he knew the answer to that question. He knew the math was wrong. So, you got the proper math. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. So if SPY breaks down below this weekly support level, this thing is doomed. Doomed. It just sent a wick right into it. Just like pre-market, it was right at it. How many times you gonna poke it before the air pops out of the balloon down here? I mean, you're almost at the 1 SD. But how many times do I talk about this? It doesn't matter where. Look where it closed. All right. Look where it closed yesterday. Tried to close below the 1 SD, but it closed below the center of the monthly. Now pre-market gaps down below it. That's screaming continuation to me with a tight range. But this, when you get a tight range like this, you got to be careful because it means this thing's going to trend. It doesn't mean it has to trend one way. This thing could run down deep into these support levels on the daily and rip back up. Because that tight range, if you do not get far away from that thing, we're going to have to see how this sets up through the day to see where the new daily range, to see where the after. That's one of the, this is what, do I even want to talk about that? If you're using the VEPS, you've probably already noticed it. It's the afternoon session. It's always the afternoon session, right? Trying to jockey for the new position. Sometimes you can get some great calls in the afternoon sesh. So yeah, market's dumping out, right? Market's dumping out. As soon as you hit what, 1, right before the 4-hour close, where's the new daily range going to be at possibly? Right? Where was this new daily range going to be at? So boom, they just start running this thing up to the top side. God, that was an easy afternoon play if you bought some calls, right? I was leaving. I was done trading. I went to the golf course, hit balls. I was this close to buying 446 calls. This close. I got back home and I was just like, should have went with my gut. But am I going to enter a freaking intraday trade and then go to the golf course? Absolutely not. I was like, I'd rather go hit balls than freaking get in another trade today.
And deal with this shit.
This shit show again. Exactly. Exactly, sir. Exactly. So now we're
hello. This is ChatGPT.
Yep. ChatGPT. What you got for us? Damn, girl.
Hi, people. It's me, Alpha Trading GPT. Are you so happy it's Thursday? VEPS info traders don't have to prefer any particular day because every day on the market presents occurrences of opportunity and market inefficiencies to exploit. If volatility is expanding in correlation to the price actions rising and you don't even know about it or what that tends to mean, well, consider yourself in the big herd of what the so-called smart money calls the so-called dumb money. If you like being the dumb money and losing most trades and your money, by all means, keep at it. We won't try to stop you. If you want to stop being what is called the dumb money, there is a better way to trade. And that way is the way of alpha trading. It's what we talk about here every day that we do live stream or post other videos. The way of alpha trading is to trading with the leading information based on volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics, also known as the VEPS. If you would rather not be consistently losing trades in your hard-earned money on those lost trades, then learn to trade with the VEPS info. It's free to learn. Alpha Trading is happy to give you free access to the Volatility Starter Pack of indicators, plus a pre-populated chart that you can use to learn how to trade with the VEPS info. If you want to know how to trade the pound-yen forex pair, or you have a penchant for longing gold or shorting Tesla stock trades, you should see how accurate the VEPS info is before you place another trade. You can see it and learn it for free. Did I mention it's free? I'm not going to say it's free like your mom. We don't do that at Alpha Trading. We're nice, because we can be. Wouldn't it be nice if you could be a consistently profitable trader and know that you can enter the market and win most of your trades because you use relevant maths instead of silly voodoo gimmicks that are designed to fail the majority of the time? Wouldn't you prefer to know you can get a hint and load up your bases and keep driving runs into home plate, rather than play in the big leagues without a clue as to what the rules of the game are? When you think about it for even a moment, it should be clear as the space between the ears of a southern belle. The high-frequency trading firms that run the markets use the same maths that Alpha Trading's indicators use, because they work. If they didn't work, then the HFT firms and Alpha Trading would be using whatever does actually work. Because there is no sense in trading with tools that are going to fail most of the time, when you can trade with tools that are right most of the time, if not all of the time. Alpha Trading, a better way to trade, and a better way to verify that leading information beats lagging information, better than you beat your meat when you lose trade after trade and have nothing better to do with yourself as you cry yourself to sleep following another losing day of trading.
Yeah. That was spicy. Bot woke up, chose violence again. It happens.
She has words.
Talking about people's moms.
Not talking about.
Oh, Jesus. Who else?
After herself.
Nobody even compares. We should have thousands of people watching these streams.
Yes, even if just for the bot messages.
If you want to have fun, come here. If you want to watch a bunch of ding dongs trying to be professional, knock yourself out. We're farthest from it. We have fun. If you're not having fun trading, you need to go take up another hobby. Because if you're not having fun trading, that's how you're looking at trading, right? It's just a hobby. No, man, I'm having fun doing this. This is my job. I love it. Another thing, if you're not happy at your job, then why don't you change your job? People are so afraid of change. Change is what does what? Makes you grow. It's like crazy. No, I'm just going to stay here all stagnant in my cubicle. All right, sit in this tight office with 40 people and smell fucking farts all day. Sounds fun. I'd rather be sitting at home, hanging out with my dogs, drinking coffee. Yeah, in the boonies. Yeah, if I want right now, I could just run down the back ravines, scream at the top of my lungs, butt naked, if I wanted to. I don't choose to do that, but
yeah, people say trading is no fun. I say if trading is no fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, trading should be very fun.
Because if you're trading, you're probably trading by choice, and if you're trading by choice and not enjoying it, you're definitely doing something wrong.
Yeah,
you should not be doing it if you're not enjoying it.
100%, man.
If it's making you stressed out or lose your hair or whatever else is you might not like.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. The markets have just beat people so badly. You're scarred. You're like traumatized. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Thing, yeah. You have no idea how fun it is to get out of a losing trade. You pat yourself on the back. Good boy. You give yourself good boys, and it feels good. It feels
Right.
just as good saving that loss than it does winning a great trade. That's what people don't understand. I get more excited about getting out of bad positions because I'm a smart trader. People that just sit in deteriorating positions, when you literally have, at least the VEPS, when we're talking about divergence between returns and price action, real divergence, it's telling you, what is it telling you? Right? That the return on your investment is diminishing. It's screaming at you to take your profit. And it's going to keep you out of bad positions. Why the hell would you enter into a long position when there's a bunch of bear div building? Especially on a low time frame workflow. You're going to go to the contrary. You're waiting for that entry to the downside. It might look, that's people that are using traditional TA, people just get confused. Especially with trend. Most people don't even know what a random walk is, which is unfortunate, right? And they hear all these YouTubers talk about this stuff. Then, alpha trading comes along, starts talking about now the YouTubers want to talk about volatility. They don't know what the hell it is, but they're going to talk about it. They don't know how to correlate the volatility to price action. These YouTubers are going to tell you volatility, I'd rather use volume. Volatility doesn't give you direction. And that's when I just laugh and I'm like, yeah, you are definitely clueless. If your subscribers knew how clueless you were, you would be in the poorhouse. You'd actually maybe have to learn how to trade and go trade or go back to whatever shitty job you had before you started being some shiller on YouTube about crap you don't understand. I don't think the bot's the only one that woke up and chose violence.
Speak the truth. No, it's so true, man. Like, it makes no sense to be looking at. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're used to looking at certain YouTube jimmies or whatever, and that's your kick, and you get off on it, and it makes you happy, great, good for you. But if you watch those things and you expect to gain some insight from it, and after a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, you haven't noticed your P&L get better, isn't it time to ask yourself, wait a minute, what am I doing following something that it gives the impression of knowing what they're talking about, but I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't know, or I can't get it right ever. And you keep looking for all these other YouTube jimmies to find a clue, and then they're always wrong too. And they're always using the same tools and the same quote-unquote strategies. Shouldn't that give you a clue that maybe, just maybe, they're not using good tools or good strategies? And if you look back, if you take the time, like you spend all this time watching all their new videos and you can't wait till their new video is out, go back. Go look at their videos from a day ago, 3 days ago, last week. See how wrong they were in their predictions or whatever they make. And then come and look at what we're doing here and see that we don't make silly calls and we give probabilities, and the probabilities are usually extremely accurate because that's how math works. Maybe, just maybe, open up your mind to the possibility that there's a better way to trade, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And you can learn it for free. So, rant over, but yeah.
Yeah, Spy, what is this on the...
Hey, I wanted to add something to that, and what this has actually helped me do when it comes to all of the rules, all these, the $25,000, all of that crap, all of that, everything they pile on to get, you need 25,000. That's all a bunch of bullshit. Literally, this has brought me back to where I literally shut all of that off, went to cash. I only keep a few $100 in my trading account. I went to level 2 options, none of that other crap, simple shit. Keep it very simple. I get no calls. My overnight, basically I settle overnight. Everything I ever wanted to do, but I don't have 25,000 in there. I don't need to. No. I don't need to have a bunch of money in there. All you have to do is follow this stuff and train yourself to be disciplined, and don't risk crap. Don't risk shit.
Yeah.
Literally, I went from risking everything all the time to almost risking nothing all of the time.
Yeah.
And my trading account now is literally a cash account, level 2 options, puts and calls, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's made it so much better. I don't know none of the day trading stuff, none of the rules for day trading, none of it. It doesn't even matter. That's what they don't want to tell you. So there's my 2 cents.
Right. Nice. Very nice. It's a good 2 cents. And I agree 100%. Let me see here. So yeah, here's SPY down here at the RMLR. That's the 32, isn't it? Let me see. No, that's the low length. Popping down there and you're above the 30. What did that future show? Let me see here. Okay. Look at the 4 hour. Yeah, there we go. So you hang the hat on here. 434. Jesus. Well, I tell you what, man. On the 4 hour, this thing breaks this 33 power mean. You're looking down here at about 435 area. I mean, it's 434.88. That's where the RMLR is at anyway. And let me see something. SD, pretty much, man. That thing was up there above the 2SD band. It definitely came to the 33, but did it get all the way to the RMLR? Let's see if this first 4 hour candle closes below. Yeah, there it is right there, 442.65. You can see man, oh man, that would be just a nuke out today, man. Drop 10 points like that. Boom. Could happen. It definitely could happen. There's no doubt. Whether or not it is or not, we will find out. This 4 hour candle at 130 is closed below this. Could be a different story for this afternoon session, because you could get full mean reversion here on the RMLR. That being said, let me see something here. Wow. Ooh, nasty setup too, man. Oof. Got the entire power mean band tightened up down here below. Reverse wave trend. You got Fisher crossing down the 99. Let's see this on the 4 hour though. Rain again. I got a dog out. Oh, he's going to be a lovely muddy mess. There you go. Pretty much on this 4 hour, the 99 log MA is literally right around that support level right there. So you got quite a bit trying to hold this thing up, but tell you, man, you break this 99, this thing could slide just like it did over here. But at that point, when you break that 99, or like you break the Fisher, chances are you're going to end up back at that wave trend or the top side of the power mean band, somewhere in that area. All right, and we know Dixie's up there, right? Especially on that macro time frame. So do I think at some point there'll be a reversal? Yeah, I just don't think these markets have found their little local bottom here this week anyway. But don't think Dixie's not going to pull back, for it runs to some highs. I just have a feeling. That's going to end up happening. I don't think it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but at some point you will see a reversal. And so what am I going to do? Am I going to stick to the bear side? Of course not. Looking on the call side. I'm going to ebb and flow with the market volatility. And that's what's great about, that's what people don't understand about these high frequency trading firm algorithms. Guys, you can bet they have a scanner that's scanning volatility across all these markets, right? Not just the stock market. I mean, they're all over the place, man. They follow the volatility. Doesn't it make sense? And then you've got these YouTubers saying, don't trade volatility. It's dangerous. I mean, we living with a bunch of clowns in clown world, man, when it comes to trading. Why in the world everybody just floods to these YouTubers is beyond me. You guys do know that most of them don't even trade, right? They're lying to you straight up to get your clicks, to get you to buy their trading educational programs, which, hey, if you didn't know, ours is free. Leading information, by the way. We're not teaching you about a bunch of garbage, lagging info that we have all used. We've all been there. That's why I can talk shit about it, because I used it. All right. Lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of Bitcoin. All right. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I've lost a lot of money. I've made a lot of money. But when I was using traditional TA, dude, it's incredible how much money you lose. And you get addicted to losing money. It's an endorphin rush, I guess. Whatever. Masochists out there, man. Crazy. All right, 90 minute. Let's go down here a little more. S&P. Oof. It's a nasty 90-minute candle, too. If something doesn't change here quickly. Got no correlation. You're getting ready to cross the zero mean. On what, man? Hidden bear. Hidden bear. Look at the Z-scores. And this is a fairly low time frame. And you're below Fisher, which is fine on these low time frames. You can dump this out. That's just going to give an opportunity for everything to flip bearish as these candles populate. And you're rejecting off the bottom side of the Fisher. That's never good. That's never good. Indeed, sir. Good Lord. Yeah, low length volatility is definitely, look, low length volatility, the first one to start to contract, right? You're always going to see the move start on the low length volatility. So it expanded, right? It expanded way back here, negatively correlated. Starts contracting. Now it's positively correlated, while the other two are still expanding, negatively correlated. These bulls, if you just understand volatility, man, you are fighting an uphill battle right now. You really are. Tough. It's tough. God, how far down is this? 45. Let's look at the 45. And again, after a day like yesterday, because now here on the 45, right, you're building some, let me see here. You actually, from this local low, you got a lower low here. You'd have to go you got to go back to where this, boom, right here, that close of that day. Hey. Yeah, Tuesday. So am I going to call that some bull div? I mean, you got a massive lower low. But the returns oscillator is still sloping down, and it is just building the correlation. The prediction model in the 45s of the downside. You're right at the mean. You're literally having an outlier. Literally having an outlier. What about the 90 minute? Having an outlier? No. This thing hasn't woke up. This is going to change dramatically here in a half hour. If this data set stays down here, you're going to see a lot of things change over here, especially the variance. It was just that run up, right? That variance was positively correlated. So I looked at the 45. What about 33? What we got going on here? What you doing, Roku, you little shit? Boy, it's trying, still picking it up. Be interesting to see where that's at tomorrow at the close. 480. I think still got some secrets to give up. Yeah, here too, man. These local lows on these low time frames, you're getting lower lows. Same thing on the return oscillator. This is what I was talking about too, man. If this volatility starts to contract, right, on this 33 minute, everything was expanding, negatively correlated. Now, if it all starts contracting and all the correlations break positive, it seems it's going to continue its slide. Oh! Yeah. Go sit on a pineapple. Same thing here, man. Even on the 15 minute, you got lower lows. Out 15 minutes, even more. The local low though on these time frames was literally So on the 15-minute, it was Wednesday. You got the low on the returns oscillator, right? There's a bull div going into the end of the day yesterday. Bull div. Cross the zero mean. Right up. Right up. But what did it set up? What did it set up here to market open? A lower low. Higher high. Bear div. Bear div, right? And on the market open, bloop, go. Down. Yep, right in the toilet. Look at the low length volatility. This is what we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. How all that volatility pop negatively correlated. If everything goes positive and everything starts contracting, you can see though, the low length is the one contracting right now. 2400's flat, the 981's flat. Love it. Love it. Let me peek up at that, up under that skirt. What are we doing under there? Let me play this up. Yeah, man. Wow. 981 being a little resilient. Expanding on this candle, and it's positively correlated. That low length, though, the contraction, man, I'm telling you, it's going to pull it down. It's going to pull it down. Especially 2400. This will be it. What's a 2400 going to do on these next couple 15-minute candle closes? Because if this contracts, positively correlated along with the low length, man, this thing is definitely going to dip. Definitely going to dip. And as I say that, right, you got the returns oscillator getting ready to cross the zero mean. Getting ready to cross the zero mean. Even locally, though, right now, look, you got a higher high. This thing rejects here. Hidden bear. Hidden bear with overall bear div. Good Lord. You just got all kinds of bear div just pushing this thing down, man. Not looking good. If you're a bull, good luck, man. Good luck. Have to send you to the arena. Have dude bullfight your butt.
Get wrecked.
Yeah. Could get wrecked. Could get wrecked. Let's take a peek over here. You got gold trying to hold, man. Good luck. Of course, natural gas is up. It got lit up yesterday to the downside. If you want to be a real degen, go trade natural gas. You'll love it.
Yes.
You'll love it. Guarantee you get punched in the mouth. Your significant other will be like, how do you have two black eyes? Well, I thought I'd jump in the Shark Tank with Boyle. I got beat up. Yeah, natural gas, man. It's always all over the place. I think I've got into a couple, maybe twice I've got in options positions.
That is an aspect that likes to make fun of the traders.
Yeah. Big time. Yes, it does. Big time. Man, Apple's getting quashed a little bit here. Man, these markets are slipping, boys. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, time to flies in. Good to see you around, kiddo. When you're ready, we still got some sessions. Let's see here.
If Laplace distribution,
sir,
was invented to measure gas particles, and that gas is technically a gas particle, maybe we're onto something.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's just a conspiracy.
That sounds like something the Alpha Trading chatbot would have said. And the variance tells all too, right? You got variance coming down positively correlated. First, you're having an outlier, right? Go right after pre-market. Outlier to the downside. Variance starts contracting positively correlated. You're seeing it over here in the volatility. You're seeing it over here on the volatility. The only reason why this thing has literally not dropped, I mean, really got hammered right now. This 981's expanding positively correlated. And the 2400. The 2400 and the 981 are like fluctuating. Like right now, 2400. Trying to expand a little bit. All right. I'm watching this low length and grade. Grade's coming down. Yes. Can you correlate grade? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. People want to know how to do all that. Well, it's built into our Pearson correlation where you can change the source. So if you want to see the correlation of grade, you just go into source, you go down the line, you find a volatility grade on the indicator. And you click on it, it's going to correlate grade. It's going to correlate grade. All right, here. For everybody watching. Let me see here. Where are you at? Oh, God. This indicator. You talk about a lot of settings. Let me see here. Holy mercy. Holy mercy. There's grades. You see. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? That's right. It's all built in. It's all built in. You'd have to do it. You would literally have to load. You would have to add another Pearson correlation is what you need to do. Yeah, let me show you real quick. Whoops. There you go. Where are you, Pearson? I know it's right here somewhere. There it is. So you throw another Pearson correlation on here, like so. Boom. And you're going to go in here. And so when you go into source, source one, close. No, not close. So here's everything you can correlate it to, right? It's going to do everything on this side of the chart. So here's all the deviation bands of the deviation bands. So now we're going to go up. Here we go. Where's grade? Where's grade? Where's grade? Let's see here. Border, border, border. La 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 la. Give me a second. Where the hell are you, Swiss? No, I just buzzed right through it. Give me a second.
2 hours later.
Yeah, man. APP border. Where are you, grade? Good God. I know you can do this. VR3, VR2, plot, AVR, band. Maybe you can. Am I crazy? Am I losing my freaking mind right now? That might be. Can we not single out grade on here? Boy, I could have swore you could. Maybe RCC.
You can do it with the AVR. The standalone AVR.
Well, I mean, this is. That's what this is, though. I mean, the standalone's just
It's combined. That's all combined.
Yeah, but grade is not in the regular, the one we give on the free chart.
No, not the free one, the AVR, not the AVP.
Well, this is AVR, though.
No, but that's the combined AVR. I'm talking about the single AVR.
Oh, gotcha.
The original AVR.
The original AVR. Gotcha.
The one at a time, baby.
Gotcha. I'm not doing it right now. I tried, folks. I'm not loading another one.
Yeah, you can do that with the regular AVR and the grade.
Yeah, and here comes SPY. All right, Dollar, what are you doing? Falling off a little bit. Still hanging up there, man, right around 105. It's dangerous. But you can see the bulls are dug in down here at this first support level on the weekly. So that could get interesting. Wow, already 1040. Yeah, 1 minute natural gas chart. Looks nice. Looks like a crypto shitcoin, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more hectic. Yeah?
It can be.
Weird candles.
Oh, yeah. Just wrecking people. Good stuff. Where's this dog barking, man? Hey, stop!
Get rolled from here.
Crazy damn dog. Damn, could be getting a little reversal here. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Gonna push, huh?
Wow. I don't know. A little bit of a rip.
Gonna make a little push here? Yeah, Dixie's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, we're getting this little 15-minute candle, huh? Where are you running to? Where are you running to? Yeah, we know, though. Set on those macro time frames, man. I just don't think it's happening the rest of this week. Hey, I've been wrong. Like 10 times out of 100.
You can get hammered now. 3-4 minutes.
Well, maybe
2 minutes left worth of bull power.
We got what, 19 minutes before this new 4-hour candle in Dixie. I mean, that's exactly what's going on now. We're jockeying, man. It's probabilities. The probabilities. Big time. I mean, you're literally almost at the 4-hour bottom side of the 4-hour 68.3. Right? There's the one SD right here to the downside. Top side of the 4-hour 68.3 was at the daily top side. And that's during this 4-hour. This is exactly what these bears are trying to do. They're trying to get this thing to close inside this Laplace distribution range. Because then what's that going to do? That's going to move the 4-hour 68.3 down really close to the bottom side, depending on where it closes. I mean, you send a wick right to it right there. There was some little dollar bull down here going, oh, excuse me, I'm sitting here.
I'll buy you a 105, baby. I locked you at 105.
Yeah, right? Have you liked me at 105? You love me at 104.
Oh my God.
Hell, that's way down. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Yeah, I need this 4-hour to close. I'm where am I? Yeah, right at my entry. And I practice what I preach, so it's getting close, boys. Got them babies cheap, though. Minimal loss. I mean, come on, man. $12. Oh, no. Well, I don't buy Starbucks or fast food or anything, so I think I'm good. I can give up $12.
I always opt for slow food.
Let me see here. Apple pick it up at all? Yep.
This is a crazy day to be trading Bitcoin.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why do you say that, bro? Why do you say that? It's a perfectly fine day.
Crazy, like the volatility is there. And just look at these candles. They're all red, and then they're all green, and they're all red, and they're all green. It's nuts.
Welcome to Bitcoin.
It's like really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's got a nice, got nice movements, got nice volatility. Like on anything 50 minute or lower, it's been some nice flashes. Been some nice expansions. Some nice dumpy dumps and some nice bouncy bounces. Okay. So it's tight relatively to some bigger days, but it's still tradable.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get it depends on position size and everything else, obviously, but it's certainly tradable.
Certainly.
And on the 1 minute, I mean, come on, forget about it. Golden. Some perfectly nice little hills we've been having all day. Hills and valleys just going on all day.
This is the first time they're trying to get dirty right now, this next minute. Even SPY is reacting the same way. It's trying to keep positive drift, but you need to put a cone onto SPY.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, literally just closed below the 4-hour 68.3 right there on that close. Okay. That's what they were trying to do, and they damn sure did it. This thing's probably going to slip down here to the 1SD. Maybe not, though.
Got a reverse wave trend also at 444.52, close below there. Continuation down to 44389. Closes above 44452. I'll look for continuation up to that stupid target that someone said. At 446 for SPY. Which is crazy. So that's a big day.
Yeah, we had some nice movement yesterday also.
Finally got that wave trend.
Down.
Yeah, got that wave trend. Yeah, I mean, wave trend just crossed that fissure. No brainer. I mean, like those definite magnets. It literally just happened right at the top too. So that is a no brainer. Right when that wave trend was crossing up, they were just like, oh, whoa, hold on. Came roaring back down there, almost at the bottom side of the power mean band. Nice little low time frame reversal here. Nice little one.
From here, I'd say continuation down. 444, 44.
Random
Get that
walk.
number.
Random freaking walk. All the volatility.
Hold above that number, it's going to move into an expansion phase. Positive curve.
You got the 981.
1 minute.
981 and 525 are totally expanded on a percentile. Let's see what happens when this volatility starts to contract down here, because it's negatively correlated right now. But the 981 is significant. I mean, this correlation could break. If it does, this thing will fly right back up. Let's see what happens. We're rejecting off of that now. These bulls want to get this thing on the scandal back up above wave trend.
Okay, so that was a quick pump. That candle that you saw go up on SPY actually is pumping itself into a dump. And now it's in the expansion phase. So at 4457, this thing will pump. More than likely into an ultimate power mean that you'll have above there. But any closes below 44, whatever number I just said, any closes below that, you look for continuation down. So that's pump mode was above, and this is currently, that is not dump mode coming in. No, it's triggering out. So this is very touchy. It's fine. This should be good. If you have a 7 JMA on, if it closes below the 7 JMA, you'll get the volatility coming in. There you go. Close here, 444444. Look for volatility to expand on all time frames to the downside until stated otherwise. So look for positive drift on 2, 3, 4, on 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 45 minute. See what's happening there. If you see negative drift, pull up a share. It's back in your 1 minute. All right. A little bit touchy here.
It's 9 minutes reversing
it's
right
moving
now.
into negative drift. It's trying its 50-50. It's trying. There's
about
positive
to
drift.
pop up.
So 44444, continuation down.
Yeah, this dollar looks like it's, I mean, down here, lower time frames, things popping up off the fissure. Yeah, we're testing that wave trend this whole way up. Test. Finally the fissure. See what happens down here. Thing is just randomly walking. These Z-scores are pretty damn low. And the returns oscillator is already turning up. There's no bull div. See down here. I'm going to try to turn this thing around. 2. Got here. Variance starting to slip. I mean, there's bull diff from back here. Got to cross the zero mean here, though. Yeah, you've been down here on the 6 minute. You're down here flirting with the reverse fissure. Yeah, these bears pushing this down. They're trying to get this power mean band flipped around here. 3 minutes probably starting. If not full already. Let's see. Shit happens quick. I mean, look at this since it's been. Look at the volatility. Look at the volatility.
It looks like the mining price right now of Bitcoin happens to be right at the RMLR 3012 on the daily. Interesting.
What's the mining price right now?
Literally, it's what the RMLR is on the daily, which is 27 and change.
That's how much right now to mine a Bitcoin? 27?
Yeah, that's the aggregate index price.
Right.
27 and change. 27,092, 2730, depending what exchange you're using or what to look at that info, but it's basically around 27K, which is right where the RMLR is on the 3012 RMLR is on the daily.
Which time frame?
A daily.
And look back 11 or the
and there's an intersect happening today between the power mean and the 3012. And there's another one going to happen. Just like I said, there'd be one today. And there's another one happening in another day and a half on the 1110 RMLR. Quite possibly on both RMLRs. And then there'll be another one in a couple days after that. So it's going to be a fun next several days. I think today's boring on Bitcoin. Well, strap in. Should be interesting over the next week or so.
What's the SPY gonna do? Is she gonna go back down 44382? What's the plan, Batman? We got a little bit of hidden book diff coming in. Where?
Batman be Robin the Hood.
Yeah. Alright, SPY on the 5 minute sneaky dump mode. So I suppose if you go to the 5 minute time frame and it closes above and it starts pushing above its open, it will cancel sneaky dump mode. Sneaky dump mode turns into serious dump mode very quickly. 15 sideways, still looking for friends, still looking to join the party, doesn't know if it's in or outside. 45 minute down, dump. 90 minute dump. 3 hour dump. 6 hour dump. 12 hour negative drift. The 24 hour negative drift. The 3 days 50-50. The 5 days dump. The 7 days 50-50. The 14 day is sneaky dump mode. The 21 day is dump mode technically, but a little bit of price action could kick it out. So you'll use RO, which is mean reverting down, DLP, which is mean reverting down, ALR, which is also, all of them have just started to mean revert through their mean to the downside. Then we know that any pumps that are coming off of 15, 45 minute, more than likely going to get scalped until it can turn around the 90 minute. You can turn around the 90 minute, then the 3 hour gets back, the 6 hour gets back. It doesn't get beaten up by it.
By the way, I just want to say that's a great example of how we all do workflows with this stuff. We all trade differently and whatever. We all trade different assets, different time frames, etc. But we all use the same tools so we can flow through it. And if you know what he's talking about, or you know what Bill was talking about, it's all right there in the charts. It's all right there with the VEPS info.
Beautiful little 1 minute trend to the downside there. That was lovely. Did exactly what it's supposed to do. Entropy is exactly who we thought it was. This is all random right now. Total random walk.
Yeah.
This thing's about to randomly walk right back to the 1 minute wave trend, probably. Reverse wave trend. All right, AGCL. Hello, please say something about gold as we are bearish towards the 1900. Well, gold is a shiny rock. That's for sure. You want me to look at it? All right. It's a shiny rock. It's all the value I put on that thing. Let me see here. USD pair.
Using semiconductors, and rocket parts, satellites, and jewelry.
Just like I've said previously, a lot of these assets, they're below the macro volatility ranges. That is never good, especially when you got dailies populating below it. Doomsday. We've been calling gold forever. We've been nailing gold ranges for quite some time. It's actually one of the easier ones. Why? Because of Dixie. Yeah. Because of the correlation with Dixie.
Yep.
Negatively correlated most of the time. Same with Bitcoin. These real risky. Is gold risky? Absolutely. So
shift coin is risky.
Real question right now. If I had an opportunity, somebody had freaking a ledger in one hand representing Bitcoin, and then you got a 1 ounce, gold coin. Which one am I going to buy? I'm going to buy Bitcoin all day long, man. I'm not going to touch gold. Not going to touch gold. But they're bringing it back. It's going to back this new petrodollar that we're going to go into with BRICS and blah, 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 blah.
We're going to be walking around shaving off dust of gold to buy bread and milk.
Yeah. We're in a digital age. A lot of people are going to get wrecked in gold.
Your transactions on the ledger. Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to get wrecked trading gold, man.
Oh, yeah.
Or let's put it this way, investing in gold, not trading gold. Gold's very tradable. All right. Trade gold for profits. Take said profits, buy Bitcoin. I mean, is there a better scenario than that?
It's very profitable if you know how to trade.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's being below all these macro levels. So weekly, you're at this is the first weekly support level of the weekly volatility range. That is up above. Right here's the center. Right. So you literally had the weekly above the monthly, which is good if gold's up here above the macro levels and you're starting to populate daily levels above there, but you're not. Did the exact opposite. I mean, it's having trouble. Having a lot of trouble. So by the end of the week, where's the second support level at? Now it's going to depend on Dixie. If Dixie can break that 105 range, stay up there, start making a little bit of move, you will probably see gold down here under 19 again, 100%. 100% when it comes to these volatility ranges. But gold's one of those assets like Bitcoin, where if this thing takes off, if Dixie takes off, gold is going to flush out. It's like Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's been a little more resilient lately. A little more resilient. Nice. Good stuff. Whoops, for the hell am I?
So if you remember this price on SPY,
there we go.
It's about the first, this price, 44401. That's the first signature of where it wants to look for a pump mode on the 1 minute. So let's say VRE is here. The bounce to VRE, I've got some means, I've got some multiple power means just below the VRE. The hell actually crossing the power mean. So if it doesn't get it on this pull up here in the next 2 or 3 candles, then I know it can go to the VRE. So now we're moving into positive drift mode on the 1 minute. There we go. That price is positive drift. So if it holds above 444.04, 2-3 candles, it should go up. Now it's in expansion mode. So now it actually has to close the next candle above, just a little bit away, 410. So if we can close out 410, open and close the next one above 410, it should have a little bit of a pop back up, maybe 30 cents.
Power of the RMLR on a continuous market. You're going to see exactly what's going on. Is that the low length? Oh, good Lord. Uh-oh. See what's happening out here. What's that, Thursday? Next Thursday, a week from today. Look at this massive cross down we're having. That's the 11 crossing the 30. Falling off a cliff. But yeah, here's a 33 power mean. You got the low length getting ready to intersect that bad boy.
Yeah.
This is
oof. If you put it on the 27 intersecting.
Damn. What in the hell, man? Put this thing on vibrate, driving me crazy. Leave me alone. All of you. Not you. People here. on this little electronic device that's just beeping.
30 is also tapping it. 27 is intersecting, 30 is tapping.
Then you go to the 4 hour. Man.
Yeah. I love it.
Wow. You almost giving me, and we're looking at these future projections too. You get good at this. I mean, this stuff. God damn, it's almost on a launch pad. Look at the future though, man. These things are just, that's what sideways action will get you. When you're looking at these RMLRs down here in the low time frame, it's like, okay, so boring? Is that what that says? Boring? Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, definitely gold. But Dixie, you gotta, that's the thing with gold and Bitcoin. Man. I'm telling you, man, Dixie's been showing some strength. And it's a no doubt right now. So what do they want? They want a strong dollar or a strong stock market. They want that strong stock market so they can hang their hat on it. Because this administration's a train wreck. My God.
I mean, they want both, right?
And then they can't have it, right? they'd rather have a
Well,
strong dollar. Because I think there's some
Yeah,
shit going on
exactly.
behind the scenes where
That's something very interesting.
there's a fight going on.
Let's say
These BRICS boys.
let's say they print 10% of the money supply. So I don't know how many. There's like 30. So there's like $36 trillion in circulation. 33 are lent out, so debt, and 3 trillion is like fucking trading. So now the general idea is let's say we've heard about these guys that are quant traders, and there's an old buddy, I forget his name as I'm saying this, but he does 66% a year. Okay. So now if there's like everyone who does more than 30% a year is in business. Okay. And if they keep on reinvesting that pot, so it started with $1 million, 10 years down the line, just like 10x that, just call it $100 million, because each year they just added on double, and then it triples quite easily. Now, all the money that has been printed, they only printed $1 trillion worth. But these homies are rolling dollar cash, and their contracts just keep on get bigger and bigger, and they're consuming those dollars because they're not releasing them into the economy. They're just growing their trading account. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's look at how much money BlackRock is managing. All right, and now I can imagine not that there's 500 firms like that, but I'm sure there's another 500 firms that are doing 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations away from those guys' profits or whatever. And if everyone's just banking the money and just putting it onto options contracts to grow it into more money, there's eventually no money. They have to print more money. And how do I put it? It'll get to a point where it's like those guys have consumed the whole $1 trillion. They've made $1 trillion worth of profit trading the stock market in America, and they're keeping it in the stock market. It's not leaving. We've got to print another $1 trillion. So it's such a very finicky game. It's the higher the weaker the dollar gets, and the higher the stock price gets. The weaker the dollar gets, and the higher the S&P can get, and then they can Uno reverse the Dixie back up to, let's say, 100 or 200, and SPY can stay at 400, whatever it's at now. That is the move that makes America great. So every time you see that, that's what makes America great. Is the fact that the stock market goes sideways and Dixie just comes rampaging back up, and the stock market didn't. Right? When they converge on each other, they're trimming the hedge. When they diverge from each other, they're saving money for later. That's how it's the easiest way to like maybe look at it. Anyway, I'll stop talking.
Oh, were you saying something? I'm just fucking with you. I listen to every word. Yeah, we overtime anyway. 11:04. Now let's wrap it up. Keep an eye on Dixie, man. I'm telling you, I don't think this is over. I really don't. Getting a little relief. Dixie's on a mission now. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this break back out topside here. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. Let's see what happens. So if you are in that thought, I mean, Dixie does take off the rest of the day. Oh, you got some puts on sale, man, right now. Good Lord, where this thing could easily go to. I mean, easily go to. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, man. I mean, do I think it's going to break back up into the monthly? I mean, it hasn't even got up to test the bottom of it yet. I don't know. You can see where the bulls dug in down here, though, right? 1 SD, first support level on the weekly. They did get back into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Kudos to SPY. And to be honest, once it did that, I thought for sure it would immediately run to the bottom. Man, they're front running the bottom of this range. They don't even want this data set to get close. I don't know what the bulls have to say about that. I mean, it was Dixie. Dixie's back over 105.
SPY 44495. If you can hold above 44451.
Yeah. See what happens. All right, guys. Hey, if you're watching on TradingView, The link to the Discord's in the description. You're going to want to come join. Doesn't cost any money. The education's free. Request the free Volatility Starter Pack. As long as you're in the Discord, you can keep those indicators for free forever. The education will always be free. First thing you'll notice is server has a lot of channels. There's a lot of information. A lot of information. Sift and sort through it, man. Sift and sort through it. Watch the streams. Join in the chat. You don't even have to join in. Just read what all the other members are talking about and stuff. See what you think. All right? Because we don't want people just coming straight in and being like, oh, I want to buy all these indicators. And do what with them? Stare at them? Guys, this stuff isn't easy. This stuff is not easy if you haven't noticed, right? I mean, look at these indicators. It's stuff you have never seen before. So if you had an opportunity to get into something you've never been involved with before, right? And it's free to learn first, why would you not take advantage of that? I don't know. And that's what we want you to do. We're not in this to make money off selling indicators. Let's be honest. We're traders. We're just providing the service for people, right? And if it comes to the time where you like the VEPS, you're starting to understand the basics of volatility trading, then we're there for you. We'll get you hooked up with this indicator package. It's very, very, very inexpensive compared to everything else selling in the market. There's people selling single indicators for hundreds of dollars a month that are worthless lagging. It's worthless lagging information. You can get over 40 VEPS indicators for $99 a month. If you buy a 6-month or a year package, that drops tremendously from what I understand. I'm not in the selling indicators market. That's the other founder's jobs, I guess. By the time I get to the tickets, there's already 3 other people in there. Praise be to them. Praise be to them. We're a great team, though, and we will take care of you. We're a little bogged down right now. The main guy that takes care of a lot of the subscriptions is on the road. Pretty sure he's back tomorrow, so that's good. Hope you're having a good time, Matt. I know you'll be watching this stream. We love you, bro. Let's see. So with all that being said, guys, thanks for the support in the Discord. It's just growing day by day, and we love it. And if you are here, you don't have to interact in the chat, but ask questions. That's what you need to realize. And I know, as a trader, sifting through all these different like Telegram channels, Twitter chats, Discords, when you come in as a newbie, you start asking questions, you usually get beat up. But we're not like that. There's no dumb questions when it comes to volatility trading. You will be treated nice in this server. Trust me. So come in, ask questions. Right? Even if your question is, well, why do you say my traditional TA indicators are lagging? Why do you think they're no good? Dude, I'm telling you, within about 15-minute conversation, you're going to be going, what have I done with my life? So it's all good. And we're here for you. And we hope you stay. And with all that being said, wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the final trading day of the week. Yeah. So let's get it going. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.